We are live.
Woo!
Welcome back to the Abbas Wahab show. This time I got with me back in the studio, new studio. You haven't been here before, right? Have you been to this one? No, in the immigrant section days. Seriously, have you been here?
Dude, it's always this place. I mean, do you mean like you changed the studio and you're trying to make me
No, it was
pretend?
it was the basement, and then we came here.
Oh, basement? No, I've been here.
You've been, anyways, Amish Patel
I
back
have been
in
here.
this
What's up,
one.
everybody?
Amish
How you doing?
Patel. What are you
I
saying?
thought you were trying to say that you changed it up and you're like, have you been to the studio? And
No,
you're trying to pretend
physically
that it's a
this
brand
house.
No, I've been to this house. I've been to this studio too. It's sick. Dude,
Thanks,
I love
bro.
it.
I appreciate you.
I love it. I love your hustle, man. You're fucking busting your ass.
I love that you
love
let
it.
yourself in. This is you've been hanging out with white people too much, brother.
Very brown. No,
I'm in the
brown.
back. I'm in the back. And that's not brown.
Dude, you just
to
go
just
into the
let
house.
yourself.
You just go into the house.
That's not brown.
If you show up, you knock, hello, and you click, and you just go in, yeah, and then you just drink water, whatever.
I've never heard that.
That's what we're. I feel like
It's
we're
definitely
more.
not a Sudani thing.
No, but if you're white, you have to make an appointment and shit. No way, dude. They're more formal.
No, it's like,
they're more formal. You can't just walk into a white person's house. I'd feel
No
weird.
one. By the way, what you just did, no one does that. That's when we were kids. Like you go into
Yeah.
your cousin's house.
Yeah, your cousin's house. Yeah,
But I'm in the backyard.
But I treat you like a cousin, dude. I come here.
But you don't
I say,
know my
hello,
girl's here.
Hello, brother. Hello.
You don't
I
know my girl's
But I
here.
say hello, brother, and I peek in, and I'm like, hello, anyone home? Okay, I come inside.
I'm
And then
just
I
in the
text you
back
right away.
with. I'm in the back with my dog. I look at my phone. He's like, I let myself in. This fucking guy.
That's the right thing to do. Would you rather I just sit there for an hour and you come here like, what the fuck?
It was the minute you arrived. Maybe give it 30 seconds.
No.
Try that.
No.
Call. Say here.
I
What
knock,
other people do.
I say hello.
I regret you immediately, brother.
You
It is what it is. I'm always looking like a cockney. extra, extra. That hat, by the way, I got one of those. It's sick. I wear it backwards though. The bald guy jazz hat. I like to call it.
I'll try it backwards one day, but I have these headsets on, so I don't feel like it.
It's all good, brother.
All good, baby.
What's new, man?
I'm just chilling, dude.
Yeah?
What are you saying?
You booking?
I'm doing absolute comedy this month for a week.
No,
hosting.
acting wise, yeah.
Acting wise?
Yeah.
No.
I think you're on the kids show, right?
Yeah. I just did a season of the kids show. This is great. I played the dad on it. They made a cartoon of me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be in a spaceship now with my kids. Yeah.
Is it on YouTube?
It's not on YouTube yet. No, they're still editing it. Yeah.
It's gonna change. If you got kids out there, look out for my brother Amish Patel.
Yeah.
Amish Patel.
Great for the single moms.
Yeah.
Great for the single moms.
If you want to write out to my brother at Amish Patel at Gmail, that's definitely not your Gmail.
At Fade to Brown. At Fade to Brown on Instagram. At Fade to Brown.
There's no way you
Link
got
it.
Amish Patel at Gmail.
No way, dude.
There's no way.
Dude, I tried to get amishpatel.com. It was taken. I had to get amishpatel.net at one point. That was the only thing.
No one trusts that.
.org. And then like .com was like a football player. There's a football player named Amish Patel. Then
Like,
there's
we're
another.
talking soccer, obviously, right?
There was like a real estate agent, and he had like something like called gold and considered sold or something. He had like a slogan.
He had a rhyme.
He had a rhyme, but I don't know why maybe his first name was Gold or something. I don't know. He had something Patel.
You need a rhyme.
And he had some kind of only the Patel can sell, something like that. He had something like that on his thing.
Dude, I love that. I was out in the Kelowna.
Yeah.
There's a fucking guy in Kelowna, if you're watching from BC. Balzar Singh, I think his name was.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, this guy had I love entering a town and seeing who the god level realtors are. Who's putting the money down on marketing. The McDaddies out there.
Punch Sokalingams. You know Punch Sokalingam?
Never heard of him.
Punch Sokalingam, Scarborough. He runs Scarborough.
Punch Lakalilum?
Punch Sokalingam. And he says...
Punch Sokalingam. You can't punch?
He says, my sales will knock them out or something like that.
Of course.
His name is Punch Sokalingam, a South Indian guy in Scarborough.
Punch Sokalingam.
Yeah, if you're driving in Scarborough ever, you're behind a bus, you'll see he's got all the buses. I think he bought all the buses.
Never even seen that name.
And he has Punch Sokalingam on the back.
What a legend.
Yeah. I will knock them out. That's what he says. I will knock them out for real estate. He worked out a knocking out reference for real estate. I don't know exactly what it was. My prices will knock them out.
It has a punch related one.
It's something,
sure.
Punch Sokalingam. Yeah.
And then there's Nav Bhatia, obviously.
Nav Bhatia is killing it. He just goes to the basketball games.
He's not even involved with the business at all. His business is him making sure he's courtside.
Yeah,
that's the business. By the way, a YouTube ad came on with him in it. I'm like, man, this took a long time.
Amazing, yeah.
This took way too long for them to have him. But they gave him a ring, though. That year they got it.
They gave him a ring?
They gave him a ring. It's crazy.
Nav Bhatia.
Yeah,
got
man. He's got the ring on in the commercial.
Great.
Every
That's
picture
great.
he's got the ring on.
He's basically like Dan Bilzerian. It's like
Is that
his
what Dan
full-time
did?
job is just marketing. Like Dan Bilzerian, his full-time job was just marketing and stuff like that. Like he was just trying to sell his brand.
I never understood what the fuck that guy did.
Well, he tried to start a weed company.
He's like, I have a beard and there's hot bitches around me. That's
it. Yeah.
all.
That's
I was
all
like,
it was.
so is he like Does he have land? I'm like trying to get people to...
I think he's losing all of it. I think he was a rich kid. In the end, it turned out he was a rich kid. He's not. He didn't really like. None of it was really going anywhere. It was all just like. It was a Trump all type for show. It was all for show. Yeah, it's it's interesting. You see the Trumps like Trump. He can pull it off, but then you can see like Bilzerian is like a Trump who couldn't pull it off, and it's sad. He lost everything. His dad had to come in and.
Oh, is that what happened with Bilzerian?
Yeah, he's gone bankrupt and stuff like that. Like his business has gone it was all just a show. It was all marketing, but the sales weren't coming in out like behind it.
So he just went crazy in debt.
He just went crazy in debt, and then his dad had to come in and be like, "Yeah, what the fuck?
His dad in business?
Are you doing?" Yeah, his dad's like a cutthroat businessman. His dad's a tough business guy. Yeah. His dad made all the money.
I'm gonna teach you profit center. Come here.
He sounds like that too. He sounds like he killed someone.
Bernie Murdoch. I don't know what that sounds like, but I felt like that was the name to.
He sounds like he's like an Eastern European guy. He's like, "What you're doing, idiot?" And like he's got
and
that. And
he's just bouncing the fucking checkbook.
He's just balancing it all. Yeah.
What a legend, man.
What a legend, dude. The dad is a legend.
I was so confused what that Bilzerian guy did. It's like, what the fuck is that guy? By the way, how's the drip? How's the YouTube game?
It's okay. 40,000. Okay. Holding steady. 40,000.
Hold steady.
Not making any money. It makes like $300 a month. It used to make
like 15, didn't it?
1,500, 2,000 a month during COVID. Yeah.
Oh my
God. Then COVID ends and everyone goes back to their lives. Nobody wants to watch me anymore.
That's so heartbreaking when it's like it's making like rent money, and then it goes down to just Rogers money.
Yeah, I know.
What a buzzkill.
Yeah.
That's the YouTube game, brother.
That's
We're trying to activate this shit right now.
People have said that like just from an algorithm change, like they'll just be like, "We lost everything." I've seen videos like that too. They're just like the algorithm.
We just actually mortgaged the home, and the algorithm changed, and I'm back in my parents' basement.
No, haven't you seen those sales videos where they're like, "Hey everyone, these algorithm changes happen, and then we lose all the money. So please go to the Patreon and support us because we just aren't making the money that we used to make." And yeah, I've seen that.
It's heartbreaking, huh?
Yeah, it's the game. The game is the game, dude. It's all new. It's like TV's dying. TV's gonna be gone.
Yeah, but TV's been dead. Who watches TV?
No,
by the way, are you watching Shogun?
No, it's good.
It's so fucking good.
It's so good. I gotta watch that. I gotta watch Shogun. It looks great. I watched Last Airbender. That was amazing.
The Last Airbender. Bender. Was it a live action?
Live action, yeah. It was sick.
God damn.
They followed the actual storyline. They didn't go off script like the other guy did.
Sometimes they get something magical, but 90% of the time it just goes awry and
honestly,
it's just random.
You know what works is just taking it's like Marvel, right? They go over like 50 years of the best comics, the best stories. They pull something out. That's what becomes the hit.
Yeah, because that's why they pulled it out. They're like, "Oh, this has some universal appeal to it, and we could blah 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 blah."
Exactly. Yeah,
we can Dan Bilzerian this shit up pretty good.
Yeah. Now they're doing that. Have you seen the South Park episode about Disney?
No. Oh,
it's like
put a girl and make it gay. That one. Put a chicken and make it gay.
Yeah, put a chicken and make it gay. Yeah. Where they all get changed to big black women for diversity.
So good.
So funny.
The girl that they were referencing is like
she's
a
real.
Disney executive.
Yeah, she's a Disney executive.
So what's her name?
I forget her name, but she has like these interviews where she's like, I don't care, make it gay. Like she has these like. These
so this is essentially a quote.
It's almost a quote. Like they ask her in things where like, okay, what do you think of the bottom line? What do you think about like nobody likes the thing, whatever?
She's like, what's that?
She just goes, well, I support black trans women, and I'm not going to stop supporting black trans. Like that's her response.
Black trans women.
Like she just always pivots to like a social justice thing.
It's
and she's
like getting more and more funneled in.
I know, yeah.
Where it's like if you support this, the most marginalized, then it's like virtue signal that you are so liberal.
Yeah,
and
you're
like,
so liberal
you're
and
so
like, it doesn't matter. But now
righteous.
apparently they're saying that their stocks went way down, so they're going to drop all this DEI shit. Do you know DEI is like diversity, equity, inclusion? That's what they used, Disney apparently, to do all that stuff. They made it part, because it's a corporation, right? So you have to make it corporate and put it in writing. So they made this thing called DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion. And part of that doctrine was like, okay, we're going to focus less on making bangers and just make sure that it's like black, like women of color and like trans.
And the South Park, they're like, we don't understand. The stock price keeps going down and we keep putting more diversity and it keeps going down. We don't understand.
It sucks, man.
That's what happens, man. They're going, you know, it's funny.
It's so fake,
what Disney is doing
is
a great example of what Canadian government is, what Canadian government funded television is.
Yeah.
That is the direction Disney is going in. I don't want to fuck up your
government
shit.
And the government.
But just government related shit. They're like, it's not a a meritocracy. It's not driven by like a capitalist approach.
Yeah, but
which makes it, you know, some agenda laden garbage.
Exactly.
Whereas the people that are like, yo, we're trying to make money on this. They have to choose the best. And they have to be cutthroat by how they approach it. So the actual open market likes it, you know?
Exactly. Yeah. And then Canada, they do this thing where I think I sent you this clip where he gets caught on something. Like just that whole appealing to like, oh, I just care about black people. I care about Indian people, gay people, whatever. Trudeau's been doing that with Ukraine. So like he'll get busted on something. He'll be like, you don't support Ukraine. And that'll be his comeback. It's like, why don't you care about the people of Ukraine? And it's like, you just lost $50 million on some corruption scandal.
Oh, on the fucking Arrive can?
On the Arrive scam.
Oh my God.
And his comeback is like, you don't support Ukraine. So I guess they all do it. They just use these social justice issues or like these like...
Oh no, but the way he does it is like infuriating. You're like, whoa, he's fully dodging...
I know. He's fully dodging questions.
The opposition
will be like...
The worst
is when he doubles down on it. Like he'll say it once and then the guy will be like, okay...
No, like, literally the one I saw, which is coincidentally the one you sent me.
Yeah.
Which I made a joke about. But it's like, the opposition is like, Prime Minister, during your term, housing has tripled when you promised it would have. What do you have to say about that? He goes, I'm going to take... And this is like a very nailing fucking impression right now. I'm going to take the opportunity to allow the opposition a chance to apologize for speaking disparagingly about the Ukraine. And as soon as he says the Ukraine, you hear it and they're like, oh. Like even the Sioux people are like, oh, come on. Like just farting in front of everybody.
Well, the conservatives are like, oh, what are you doing? But the liberals, they stand up and start cheering.
As soon as he says, the people behind him are hit with him, right?
Yeah.
The second he goes, the Ukrainians, they're like...
They start clapping for Ukraine.
It's like when Biden got juiced up that one time he did that announcement and he was like so on point. He looked like a president. Remember?
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, didn't you see that?
State of the Union?
State of the Union.
Oh, okay.
He was like, they gave him Adderall or something.
They
he was
just
like
jacked
fucking
him up.
on the zone. I've never seen him like that.
Wow, that's it.
And as soon as he finished something, everyone behind him was like
the
the way,
crazy.
and I love how it's like a brown woman, a Punjabi man, a black man, and a white man, and an Asian lady, like the exact
Canadian politics, they got to put a turban behind you. They got to put a turban, hijab, and then...
and sometimes you'll see only half a turban. Like they just made sure a turban was at least a little in the frame.
You have to keep it in the background of
Especially
a Canadian.
Doug Ford. He has it. It is, and you know he doesn't even fucking look at those guys when they're not filming, you know?
Yeah,
There's just like 7... placed. There's a coordinator whose whole job is to be like, we want 2 Asians behind Doug and maybe a white man with glasses. No, the Punjabi will have glasses. Oh, okay, yeah. You're like, what? The way they fucking like...
Yeah, it's so fake.
Like
the way
handlers.
They set it up. Yeah, the handlers.
Oh my God.
It's so fake. Yeah.
Do you think Trudeau this is his final one?
Yeah, he might. I think he could rage quit. I think he could get upset because he is such a pussy, right?
I mean, he's
like
divorced.
He talks like such a...
Has divorce in office ever happened? I don't think I've ever seen that before.
No.
Divorce in office?
And then she talks shit about him too.
That's usually political suicide, right?
That's usually political suicide.
You're done.
But Canada, we don't care as much, I guess, about it.
Because Trudeau's
because his dad was like a playboy. His dad was a playboy. His dad was just fucking around, yeah.
Was it known?
Yeah, it was on.
He had like Clinton scandals?
He was banging. No. It wasn't even a scandal back then. He was just hooking up with, like, he had a wife who had a kid, I think divorced her, and was dating like Kim Cattrall maybe. Like he was dating famous actors. And
so he wasn't married in office?
He might have been for some portion of it, but then he was also single for some portion of it.
Yeah, they're all just coming to him. You can't date or anything. You can't date, so they just come to you.
It's this. You know why? Because they act like such losers, so they can't date. But his dad didn't act like that. His dad wasn't like super social justice or whatever, so he was just dating.
But how can he date though? I don't understand. It's like, I'm gonna go meet like secret RCMPs with you. You go for like a wine at a bar or something.
Yeah,
like
dude,
that?
It's sexy. It's hot. He's just dating models and like.
Don't worry about my detail. They're trained not to listen unless I ask them to. They can join if you want. Are you kinky? No, but we're thinking the budget's gonna get balanced next week. Like what?
Yeah, I know. Well, he seems like such a workaholic. I don't know. I mean, he seems like he doesn't have a life.
Who's he?
Trudeau.
What are we talking about, Trudeau?
Well, they both were workaholics, but the dad was just more cool. Like he was more like.
He's just more prime minister-y.
He was more prime minister, yeah. And he got shit done, and then he was just dating. Yeah, he just dated.
Well, if you look at all the pictures of the prime ministers, they all look like prime ministers.
Yeah.
And then one of them just looks kind of like, a guy's son.
Yeah. This one does look like such a dumb rich kid. I can't believe I voted for him. Did you vote for him?
Nah, I never voted in a federal election before. I'm going to vote this year.
One time I voted for him, and now I feel like such a loser for voting for him. He's so dumb.
I voted like 4 years ago, like a municipal one or something, or provincial one.
Yeah.
It was the first time I was in the booth, and I thought it was just names. Because I had a name in mind I was going to vote for. But then when you go in the booth, they'd say parties. Like, I didn't even know. I was
wow.
Wait.
They don't tell you the name of the
I'm
guy?
looking for the name.
Wow.
like in my mind, if I wanted to vote Trudeau, it'd click Trudeau. But no, you're voting for like the Liberals or whatever, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I was literally in there confused. Like, I don't even know which one
Yeah.
It was the first time I was ever in there.
Did you vote in Sudan? No, I guess you were never in
Sudan. I'm not.
You weren't old enough to vote there.
I can't go back with my Canadian passport or Sudani passport because I owe the military. So I'm out of that.
Wow, and you did Canadian military instead. They must be pissed.
They don't know about it. I did Canadian military to save some money, brother. Oh, okay. Canadian military is not like Sudan. It's 2 years. You're gone. Fucking everyone does it. It's like
everyone has to go in Sudan.
Oh yeah,
and then
a lot of countries have that.
Is it dangerous?
No, it's not like you. Hopefully, you'll make it back. You're all gonna make it back. It's just like boot camp, and like you fucking learn your role in some military capacity. You know,
that's wild, man.
I don't know much about it, but
we got to start bringing that back. I think. I
was thinking about that. Like
our military now. You can have pink hair. You can do.
Oh yeah, Van Dyke Carter's in the fucking Navy. Yeah. That blew my mind. And they changed the whole system from. It used to be like ordinary seaman was the lowest rank.
Yeah.
They got rid of all of the seaman terminology. So now it's sailor class, third sailor class or some shit like that.
Right. You can't say seaman?
It's all gay now. Like it used to be like ordinary seaman. Ironically, that's less gay, right?
Well, Navy was always gay.
Yeah, but right. I mean, it had those gay like.
But
you're in the boat with all the boys.
Yeah.
But now for years, it's women are in there too.
Yeah, trans too, and like you can have pink hair.
You can have a goatee. You can have any. It's like the French army or whatever. It's like just do what you want. Just join, please.
Wow.
But a lot of the guys I know that I was in with, man, they're fucking. Almost all of them are. All the guys that joined for the similar reasons that I joined are like pretty successful. They got their heads on right. They're I'm like, honestly, I think it would benefit. Like boot camp is 9 weeks. If everyone, maybe, I mean, you could make an argument you don't need to learn how to use an M16, which is fine, but marching in unison, getting up, fucking doing PT, discipline, that type of shit.
I tried to go. My parents cried, man.
You tried to go?
I tried to go, and my parents were like, "You idiot!
No way!
You'll die! You'll die! You idiot!"
You were
like,
pretty much Trudeau. You realize that, right?
Yeah, I know.
Your dad is like fucking Trudeau, and you're like Justin.
Yeah.
Like you'll die. You're going to die.
They're basically like they're like, "You idiot! Only idiots go in the army. They're gonna send you to Afghanistan. You're gonna be dead in Afghanistan. Are you stupid?" Like
That's how you know you guys are the merchant class. I love it. Like, you fool! It's a trap. You fucking dumbass.
It's for poor people. You idiot! It's for the poor. Yeah, that's basically what they think.
And then you see like
the Patels in general. They think like military, even protesting. They're like, you're stupid.
Oh, because we're all from countries where it's just like
no profit.
Yeah. How you make money?
How you make money? Protest, Black Lives Matter, no money, stupid.
I love that, man. So they just fucking open fire,
dude.
Just kill 100 people.
I remember we were at some family event, and someone said they went to a Black Lives Matter protest, and
someone stupid.
Someone's like, why are you doing it? Why don't support it? It's no money. No, you have to make money.
That's the most Patel conversation.
It doesn't. The guy's just so mad that like, what are you doing?
That's so fucking.
It's a
funny.
Tough economy. You don't have time for this shit.
Why black lives? For what?
For what? I don't mind black people. Good. Okay, very good. You can't go.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because they're like, it's a waste of time. They don't believe in it.
The intersection between Indian and black culture is always hilarious to me.
It is
the lack of
intersection. There's no intersection.
They're like, you know, in magnets, you got them. We're like, you know what I mean? Even the blacks try to go a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
And then he's like, oh, because I was the Indians were I said we, but. He's like, yeah, relax, buddy. This guy's trying to sneak in.
No. We are all one.
No, but the Indians are like, no, the blacks, they're like, they will be racist to whatever the white local people permit. You know what I mean? Like, oh, can we?
Well, they're trying to get in with the upper class. Like, they're trying to get in with the upper class, I guess. And
exactly.
then they also like, okay, but have you ever seen? You know what Indian people sound like? Have you ever heard black conservatives on YouTube? You know, like Kevin Samuels and like all those guys.
Dr. Rashid Johnson or whatever his name is.
Oh, Dr. Umar Johnson.
Is he conservative or he just like don't fuck with white bitches?
What is that?
I don't
even
know.
Cat Williams like, I never fuck a white bitch because I don't want to end up like Jonathan Majors. It's like you can just date a white.
I know, right? They make him sound like
he makes it sound like it's him.
But they did ruin Jonathan Majors though, man.
Yeah, because that person is crazy, not because she's white. She's just a nuts job or whatever.
What do you do? He just did he hit her?
I gotta look into it more, but I don't think so. Even I think he did nothing.
Why do you gotta lose your whole career if you didn't hit? All you did was have an argument, and I heard the tape. She goes, "I'm a great man."
Honestly, I think she hit him. Maybe.
Yeah, well, they show him the way he's running. That you saw the surveillance of him running.
I saw that.
The fact that you lose everything running away like that, like stay away from me, you're gonna ruin my shit. Get away from me. That's fucking crazy
it's
to me, man.
so weird. Yeah.
Hollywood, man. They build you up and take you down.
They take you down so quick.
Timothy Chalamet, that guy just needs to fucking just have one rough date and they'll just fucking...
Timothy Chalamet, you think so?
Buddy, I mean...
they're all... Like
I'm saying, the way they built him up to be the god. Is there a movie right now without Timothy Chalamet?
Yeah, no, he's killing it. He just
to
needs
a level where it's like, dude, I'm in theaters to watch Dune 2. 3 of the trailers, he's the lead. You're like, when is he filming this shit?
Yeah.
They're like, what is it?
Willy Wonka.
Not just Willy Wonka, but now he's in the new fucking Bob Dylan.
Oh, he's Bob Dylan?
He's Bob Dylan.
Yeah, he looks like it.
He's like, they just made his hair more frizzled or whatever. And he's like, they put fucking Levi Denim 501 on him. And he's like, oh, fucking think for yourself or whatever Bob Dylan said.
Yeah, no, you can't.
I'm like, give somebody else a shot, man. They make people too slowly, right? They just make their cash cows and they just keep investing into them.
There is that. It's like an investment, and like maybe they know he's not doing anything that bad, you know, so he can't be canceled. It's almost like they gotta test the cancelability is really killing their profit margin because Jonathan Majors, they built him up to be such a big star.
Oh, it's like
we lost. It's
like
all that.
Training a guy for 2 years and then he gets a DUI and has to leave the company. You're like, well, what a fucking waste of money type of shit.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I'm saying he wasn't to the level that they should have got. If he didn't hit, he didn't do some next shit.
I gotta look. I don't think
if you had a small domestic abuse situation, whereas it's handled by the courts and amicably, we'll say.
Yeah.
Like, why do you gotta like lose everything? Mel Gibson, when he said that Jew shit, he still did mad movies after, didn't he? Yeah. Or did the Jew shit ruin him?
Well, years later, he made Passion of the Christ. You ever see that?
I have not, sir.
So it's basically a movie about...
Oh, I'm familiar with it.
It's about Jews. But the way he made the Jews in it, they're all like, get to Jesus. Like, he made them
propaganda.
It's like propaganda. Yeah. It is propaganda-ish.
And he wrote it? What do you mean the way he made it? He directed it?
He directed it.
And he starred in it?
No, he didn't star in it.
Oh, I thought he was Jesus.
Jim Caviezel, JC.
So wait, he directed it.
He directed it, yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. But he basically after
that ousted him to Hollywood. Was like, we don't like the depiction. And Jewish studios funded it. How did it get that far? I mean, it's Hollywood.
No, but Christian movies are big time shit now.
True.
You can get money for Christian movies. Like, look at Daily Wire. They're putting out.
They just went to Joel Osteen. He personally he just took it out of the walls. How much you need? How much you need? Yeah.
Well, it's the message of God.
And sometimes I get angry. What does it say?
Wait, which one?
You were like saying, like,
I love.
God says it's a sin to be gay. And sometimes I get angry, or what is that? Sin to get angry.
Oh, I think I was telling you this before, where like he was on some show, Joel Osteen, and I think it's Piers Morgan's trying to get him to say that homosexuality is a sin, and he's like, yeah, it's a sin, but getting angry is also a sin, and God knows I get angry sometimes, so I can't be mad at him. It's just like,
fuck, this guy can't go. Joel Osteen could be president.
Yeah, he's amazing.
He could be president.
He's great.
He's got the hair for president for sure.
I love him. He's had a couple of scandals.
Oh, for sure. What? Let's run through them.
He didn't let people in when...
the flooding?
the flooding shit.
He's like, my 40-acre estate cannot hold you good God-fearing people. I apologize. My grass, it cannot sustain the trampling.
I feel like when they had videos of him, and he always used the excuse of like, it's just not to building code. I'm sorry, baby. It's like building code.
It's like 49 acres, and people are like flooding.
It would violate building code, baby. I'm sorry, I can't let you in.
That's crazy. Yeah. No. That's all those guys. The Joel Osteen one is definitely the most like the fact that it's all tax free is just.
I love that, dude. I gotta get tax exempt status.
like religion was in at the forefront. Religion was one of the boys when they were setting up government and tax and everything. Religion was right there. The reps were, of course, the church will remain tax free. Of course, you know what I mean? Like,
of course.
They were just in there with like core boys.
No, dude. That's part of design. Like in India, there's a caste system. The top two castes are
India has a caste system? What?
The top two are the warrior, which is a political class. It's the warrior and the priest class. And that's true in every society. Like even in England,
usually the priest is the top.
The priest and the king is top. Yeah, priest and king are top. Like one, two, like whichever one. Sometimes one's higher than the other.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes the other's higher.
Islam, the sheikhs are like the most coveted people.
Yeah, but I listened to this guy Osho. He's like a spiritual teacher, and he's like a rebel. He's a bad boy.
Does he have long hair?
He's bald. But like they did that documentary about him, Wild Wild Country. That was about him.
I thought he had long hair.
Maybe he did just out the side. He was bald on top. Maybe he was long on the side. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. But he reformed though.
He did not reform. What he always says is that the biggest criminal is the priest and the politician. Only they can murder and rape. Nobody else can do it in society. They can do it. They are making everyone fight. They are the criminals.
Repeat that again. Say that again. That's just funny to hear. One more time, brother.
The biggest criminal in society is the priest and the politician. Only they can murder and rape with impunity. Only they can do it. They are causing all the troublemaking in society. They are making everyone fight and kill. And raping kids at the same time.
You're like, I don't know about that, lad. You're taking creative liberties with that angle, but goddamn.
You don't think so? You don't think so?
No. I agree with what you're saying. But like,
but even the rape. I mean, it's raping not wrong.
Who's like? He's talking about Epstein shit.
I'm talking about, dude.
I mean, Epstein was pretty much a politician at that point.
Really, Epstein, the biggest mistake he made is that he wasn't with a spiritual institution. If he was with the church or if he was with a Buddhist monastery,
you're right. They would have had to step up.
They would have been like, they would have covered him up.
Like we actually, we condemn all the questioning of our priest father
like,
who has been transferred.
He's a great manager. We moved him to Thailand, so he'll be operating out of Thailand now.
He's very competent for the organization and has a history of blah blah blah. Yeah. He's just over there fucking creating a new island.
Basically,
bring him in.
That's the biggest mistake. Puff Daddy too. He's just in the music industry.
He's just on the run, huh?
Isn't
it amazing to see?
I love it, bro. I love it. Dude.
I love seeing real life villain shit, like movie level.
Yeah.
Where when I read that he moved his jet, he wasn't on the jet.
Yeah.
But he flew the jet to whatever one of these like Central American islands or South American islands, that have no extradition treaty.
Oh my God.
So it's like, just keep my jet there so they can't take the jet in the investigation. Just fly the jet, keep it at that airport, like just putting assets here. Sold his share in like some next shit for like...
Crazy that when it comes, it seems so random how it comes for you. Like
because the machine there's no actual warrant for his arrest, technically.
There's no warrant.
Like some weird... No, there's really no warrant for his arrest. That's why he's free to travel as he is. He's not on the run, technically, by the letter of the law.
He's traveling.
It's fun to see when a black man has old white man mogul movements. They're operating like Trump type shit. You know?
Do you ever feel a sense of inspiration as an artist?
I don't want to do what he did in the whole.
I don't want to do what he did, but like you almost look at him and you're like, is this what it takes? Is this what we need?
Like, no, not in that sense of like, is this what he needs? But
that not give a fuckedness of like, you look at him, you look at Cosby, you look at all these successful people.
Cosby's just a maniac.
Weinstein changed the game, but these guys.
Here's the thing:
these guys actually did incredible work.
That's the thing. That's the thing. And it always goes back.
And like they can execute. Their ability to execute is so high, and you think like, is that tied into it or some shit?
Bro, I have a theory about this shit where it's like if you want to be great, you have to be a pedophile. Kevin Spacey.
Yeah. You have to be like
Cosby, Michael Jackson, R. Kelly. Have you seen R. Kelly live at the Soul Train Awards? He's better live than he is recorded singing. His live singing is
so talented.
It blew my mind.
Oh my God.
Obviously, Kevin Spacey, one of the most missed for me personally. I always go back in my podcast that. Man, when Kevin Spacey is a villain or something in a movie, you're like a trailer comes out where Kevin Spacey is in, you're like, fuck. It shit. Elevates the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
He, in my mind, is like, as far as like elevating power, he's right there with Denzel. He's right there for me with like Christian Bale, like these guys. Like, oh fuck, Kevin Spacey's in this bitch. If he's a villain, then yo, sign me up for it.
Yeah.
Just a predator in real life.
He basically played the Clintons too. He played like they're evil. Like he portrayed them as pretty evil.
When did in House of Cards? That's what he was doing.
Yeah, it's basically supposed to be about the Clintons, apparently.
Really?
Yeah, and it's similar. Like you can see a lot of similarities. And he's like the head of the liberal.
Just the way he walks in it is so like, man, he was fucking built for this role. This guy is a motherfucking predator, bro.
He's a predator. Yeah.
Remember when he made that video right when it was going down in character?
The cooking video.
He's so pale. The cooking video. He like puts fire in puts wood in the fire. It's so weird, man.
It's so weird because he's getting accused of like molesting,
like a high level accusation,
16-year-olds or something like that. Like
this is when he came out as gay, right?
When he came out as gay, not gay, but like gay and like molesting younger guys or like trying to have sex with underage guys or whatever, right? And he comes out with a cooking video where he says, now, there's a lot of speculation about what's going on with me. I want you to remember that I'm...
What's his name? Frank Underwood, right?
Frank Underwood, yeah. Frank Underwood.
The Frank Underwood apology. Oh,
That's it.
Wow, how does it only have that? He's so weird. He's crazy.
Let me be Frank.
One second.
He's crazy. He's crazy. This is not in the movie.
Oh, sure, they may have tried to separate us, but what we have is too strong.
He's so good. He's insane.
He thinks the actors are going to be like, you know what, you killed it. Banger monologue.
Darkest secrets. I showed you exactly what people are capable of. I shocked you with my honesty, but mostly I challenged you.
This is not in a movie.
He's insane.
He's crazy. He's just doing this monologue. As his...
If he is innocent, this is brilliant. If he is guilty, this is very disturbing. I have a feeling that he isn't wearing any trousers. This is a strange combination of weird and very weird. Kevin fucking Spacey.
Kevin Spacey, dude.
Job,
what a whack
insane
to
motherfucker.
To do that monologue, to write it, to act it out.
Imagine the guy who's the gaffers, the people lighting this.
Yeah, because someone has the camera and
everyone is like, this is a production. Everyone set this up.
And he titled it "Let Me Be Frank." So he's saying, "Let me be Frank Underwood."
Yeah. It's a play on words. Like, oh my god, what a nut job! And it did not work by any means.
No.
You know it killed in mid America though. You know, in middle America, they were like, he's got my fucking vote. Like, that's how you get a presidential like address. That feels like a State of Union type of like 1980s Nixon talking to you or something. My fellow Americans, we are in dark times. Like that type of shit.
Yeah. Let me address the community.
He thinks he's president.
He thinks he's president. And you know who else I think would appreciate it is the actors, because the actors are like, he's using his acting to get out of it.
My God, it's a masterclass on deception.
If he can pull this off, actors can do anything. We can get out of anything.
and then he loses it all. Like, fuck
I guess acting's not that powerful.
Is Weinstein still in prison?
Did he ever go to prison? I guess.
Oh yeah, he went to prison.
He went to prison, eh?
Yeah. Cosby's out.
Out.
Oh, he's out and dancing.
Cosby's out. Weinstein, he tried to pull what the other guy did, because I know another guy, he either ran away to Israel. I know a lot of people run away to Israel, and then they get like a protection.
Or like France.
Or France.
Polanski did that, right?
Yeah, and before they go, they do like a... I am being oppressed because of my Jewish minority. They want to attack me.
And they stay in Israel. And Israel gives them asylum. That's weird. Israel doesn't have extradition?
I think, I remember seeing...
Because if you broke the law here, right?
Yeah.
Then you can't. You have to flee to a place that like doesn't have extradition unless it's like... You're like a very notable figure, and like Israel's like, don't worry, he's with us. We'll make sure he says sorry over here. He'll repent on our side.
You know how much, like, I don't think we understand how far it goes to say like anti-Semitism. I'm being attacked by anti-Semitism. You get like legal resources, like with Polanski. If you see the documentary, when he's leaving, he had to make a couple of statements like that. That like he was being charged with like having sex with a 16-year-old. I think Polanski.
Gotcha.
He had sex with a 16-year-old. But as he was like running away to France, or like once he got to France or whatever, he had to make a couple of statements of like, this was just anti-Semitism. I was being attacked.
His lawyers made him position in his
lawyers. Lawyer, he got the right.
Was he Jewish, Blansky?
He was Jewish. Yeah.
Oh, goddamn.
Yeah, and then he ran away.
Chinatown,
but he had to. It's so good. His movies are so good.
I love watching Chinatown.
Chinatown's amazing. All his movies are great.
Incredible, bro.
Chinatown's incredible, man.
Bro, every time I watch it, I'm like, damn, they don't make them like that anymore.
It's so tight. It's so tight. It's like one of the top 10 movies of all time.
Oh, easily. Where it's like the good person is just dies and like the evil prevails. You're like, damn, it's so realistic.
So realistic.
You know?
So then do you have to be evil? That's the thing. That's what you start to wonder of with these guys.
But look, Cosby, down, shamed, not in prison anymore, but like now if he's seen in public
to make
by
it in the
most
first
of them.
place. But afterwards, a lot of them get caught now.
He's seen as a rapist by the general public.
Yeah,
that's not where you want to be.
Seen as a
you want to be seen as a rapist after you die. Like what's his name, Jimmy Saxville, or what's his name in the UK?
Yeah,
remember him?
Jimmy Savile. Yeah,
Jimmy Savile, like that.
He was like molesting kids.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So like once you die, it's whatever. But like Cosby's living it, so you don't want that. Weinstein, I'm pretty sure, is in prison.
Yeah,
I think he got 20. In which case he might do 4 or whatever it is.
So in the end,
Epstein, they straight up killed him.
Yeah,
which is hilarious. Is just gone. It's like he was obviously murdered, and it's at such a level. Again, at these highest levels, it's pure movie shit that happens.
Yeah,
and it just life keeps going.
Life keeps going. Can't do anything.
They're like, the security cameras were cut off for 10 seconds and the person unlocked the door and you're like,
yeah,
huh?
And he strangled himself. It was like, it's so dumb.
Yeah,
there's no way.
Okay.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, he had too many secrets. I think Clinton maybe killed him. I think people are saying that the Clintons and because he had too many Clinton secrets.
Well, that's the thing. He was like, I'll stay safe by having all of these secrets, right? Yeah. And then he ended up fucking digging his own grave. R. Kelly is in prison, but he's trying to get out of prison. He's doing like concerts in prison and shit like that. He's doing his R. Kelly life.
In the end, I think you
don't
go
win.
Down. You don't win.
Look at Diddy. His kids are arrested on TV, and
except for.
But Diddy hasn't fully gone down.
No.
But it's like the case is now, and keep in mind it's not in court. And once it's in court, it goes down to 10% of what it is right now.
Yeah,
always.
100%.
That's what $15 million lawyers get you. It's like 1% of what, but it's human trafficking, rape. It's like crazy allegations right now. Human trafficking will take you down forever.
Yeah.
It'll even take old white men down, right? That's almost like tax evasion level. Tax evasion is the highest. Yeah. Like I look at it as what can old white men go to prison for?
Tax evasion?
Tax evasion is at the top of that list.
Yeah.
Then it's murder, right? It's literally, I think, actually, you know what? Maybe treason. Treason is very rare.
Treason's rare.
Treason is rare. It's like a military capacity, but like tax evasion, absolutely. And then murder is so easy for these old white guys to avoid prison, though. It's like you can go in their home. I can go, old white can come into your house, and somehow you were on their property in that moment or something like that. When he stepped on his shoe, he was technically on the border of his...
They have great lawyers.
God.
Money buys like justice.
Money buys justice. You get the justice you can afford.
You get the justice you can afford. That's why all these people are in jail. All these poor people are in jail in America.
You know what? I'll know I made it in life. I'll know I made it in life when I'm in a deposition one day, surrounded by 4 highly paid Jewish lawyers. Yeah. And I lean into a mic and I answer, I cannot recall the events in question. Yeah. That is when your lawyers just nod at you. That's when you made it in motherfucking life, boy.
I love when they go, like, they just go on like, did you not? Did you do this?
At the advice of my counsel, I will plead the Fifth Amendment. And Fifth Amendment will fuck you if you're like a runaround criminal.
Yeah, no, you can't do it.
But if you're like Sam Altman or like Sam
Bankman-Fried?
Yeah, or any of these high
But SBF's in jail too.
Yeah, for now. But he got sentenced to 20 years. He's not doing 20 years. He's not doing. He's got
the 10 fact trillion. That he's in is crazy.
I know. He was just out for free for a minute. Yeah. But like these super high profile people... Pleading the Fifth, totally acceptable. Yeah. Very high profile. But if you rob a store and you plead the Fifth, the judge is like, you are not cooperating. Like, that's the tone. Like, you get sentenced on the basis of your lack of cooperation.
You have to have money for the Fifth Amendment.
Exactly.
You have to have big money.
You can't just be with public defender.
Yeah, you can't.
I plead. You gotta fucking be guilty or not guilty or plea bargain.
Can I plead the fifth? And
no,
the public defender be like,
fucking,
no, you're poor.
Idiot.
You're poor. That's for rich people.
Money,
you idiot.
You fucking idiot.
You need at least $5-6 million in the bank for
you
that.
You robbed the 7-Eleven. You don't get to plead the fifth.
Nothing, dude.
Even though if you take 7 and subtract 2, that's 5. That's quick math, right there. Why are you looking at me like the math don't add up?
I don't know. I
7 minus 1 minus 1, 7-Eleven.
Oh, okay.
Fifth.
7 minus
1 minus 1.
Minus 1. Okay.
The Fifth Amendment.
The Fifth Amendment.
Nah, I might have just made a fact right there, buddy.
You're gonna do that. You should do that as part of your thing.
As part of what thing?
Like
part of your skit.
How do you plead? What's 7 minus 11?
I cannot recall the events in question. Oh my God.
I cannot recall.
The events in question.
I cannot recall. It's so professional. It's so professional.
That is when you made it. And when you can get exonerated with testimony like that, I'm afraid I cannot recall the events in question. Like, what? That always blows my mind. Like, I think there was footage of the Epstein deposition. Earlier on,
he just keeps saying it over and over again. He's like, I don't recall.
I don't recall.
I will not answer that.
And then the lawyers are just like, and it's just like, man, you're just safe. You're safe. You're just around these guys. Obviously, lawyers are the fucking sharks of the earth, and they're draining every dollar he has before they know he inevitably goes to prison. They're draining him. Right?
Well, unless he's blackmailing them too. He's pretty cutthroat, man. He knows his shit.
Yeah,
he was pretty cutthroat.
Like, we're gonna talk retainer. Come talk on my island. Come to the island.
Hey, come to the penthouse. Yeah. What a crazy thing. Like, you go party at his house. You don't even know how old the girl is. Like, a lot of the people that went to the party, if you watch the documentary, you just go to a party and there's like a hot girl hitting on you, and then there's a room to hook up with them. Then you have sex, and then he sends you a text in the morning. He's like, "Yo, that girl's 15. You owe me $2 million." Or like, that's basically his scheme.
I don't think he directly blackmailed people like that. I think it was kind of like, I'm gonna need you to make campaign contributions on my half and align himself politically.
Exactly. And but like you just send the photos over. You're like, hey, this girl's 15, by the way. And then it's like he's got you. I think that's how he got Bill Gates.
Can't you? Wait.
But if you had sex with a girl who's underage, you still did it.
I know, but it's also like, I'm shocked that all these guys said nothing.
What do you mean all
in
these
the sense
guys?
Of like, well, how old are you?
Right. Yeah, you should say
you're
something.
You're like worth $4 billion. And you've learned in this game, in your rise up, Trump did that.
Tycoon, Trump did that.
Every tycoon.
Trump was like, it's too young. Like, I'm not into. Like, he was kind of.
Trump was the only one that was like.
I think he's the only one.
Trump
that was
is
like,
the only one that gets the game he's playing.
Yeah,
he's like, I would in another life, I'd do the exact same thing. I know what you're doing.
Yeah,
I'm not falling for it. All these other guys.
Real slick.
Bill Gates is still a nerd deep down.
Yeah.
So he banged the person.
Oh, for 100%.
It's confirmed.
100%. Well, there's no way. He was. What's confirmed
like
is that
Prince Andrew's the only one that's like.
Prince Andrew's confirmed. Bill Gates. I don't know if like there's specific allegations against Bill Gates, but Bill Gates' wife apparently left him because he was going to too many of the parties.
Really?
And those were like sex parties.
That's fucking hilarious, man. That cracks me up.
That's crazy. That he got him. It's just like. It's
a movie.
What an incredible business.
It's a movie.
It's a movie.
It's a pure motherfucking movie. The island, everything, it all like takes to the camera so well. How long before I bet you there's 3 solid screenplays on Hollywood producers' desks right now.
Yeah.
With like Christian Bale as the fucking as Epstein. Who would play Epstein?
Problem is,
who do you think would play Epstein? Oh, Tom Cruise for sure.
Oh, Frank Underwood?
No, Frank.
No, he's not coming back.
He can't.
Tom Cruise could play it.
Tom Cruise kind of looked like him a little bit.
Yeah.
And had that kind of like same type of charm, like short guy in with all the powerful people.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's going to be a show. It's going to be a show, movie, whatever. But the problem with it is that all of the people that he had, like, you're not allowed to say who the guys are. Like, even the girl had the story. There's a clip of a woman on NBC. She had the full story, and she wouldn't. They were like, we gotta kill the story.
Wait. Repeat what?
Like, years before with Epstein, everyone knew he was doing it. Like, there was a bunch of reporters. There was a bunch of like.
It's kind of like the Cosby rapes type shit.
It's kind of where the reporters were told like, you're not allowed to touch this story anymore. Exactly. So there's a bunch of cases like that.
It's too high profile.
It's too high profile. Like Clintons are involved in it. I think it's the Clintons, man. I think they kill people.
They are really like, they're known out there as like the evil group.
They're Frank Underwood. Frank Underwood is apparently supposed to be Bill Clinton.
I feel like it's her. It's not even
Hillary.
him.
It's Hillary.
It's Hillary, bro.
It's Hillary.
You see it. I don't see killing malice in
I don't
Clinton's
see it in
eyes. I see a
Clinton.
horny
Yeah.
guy just trying to make money. With Hillary, though, I see like
She wants to kill.
anything, not even to kill. Just I will do anything for power.
Yeah. Anything
I will
for power.
do whatever is
Anything for power.
necessary.
I'll destroy Libya.
Yeah.
Just anything. She doesn't care.
Do you see what how Israel airstrike the fucking the aid people?
Yeah.
And now everyone's turning on them. It's slowly every day.
Yeah.
People like for months, everyone's
Slowly.
like, no. Now Israelis, tens of thousands of them are in what's it called, Tel Aviv, protesting like a re-election.
Yeah.
A lot of them are dipping because Iran is like, yo, we're gonna attack you now.
Yep.
A lot of the world is like, yo, Doctors Without Borders, the kitchen people, they systematically attack all these people. So
Yeah.
even the news, even the CNN, which so long ago, was
I
like,
can't believe it.
Now
I
they're
can't believe it.
slowly
They're
their
slowly
fingers
turning,
on it.
yeah.
They're like, it said angry, and in quotation, angry Biden to talk to Netanyahu about aid airstrike. And then
So
they're like,
stupid.
well, they said that the drones use AI to assess targets, and you know typically they have humans signing off on their target selection. I guess there was maybe a gap in this. It was like shut the fuck
up, dude. They're so full of shit.
It's
covering
all
front.
full of shit, dude.
It's crazy because before this started, like I always used to be the kind of guy that if you said Jews run the world, I'd be like, that's racist. Now I kind of feel like it.
No, bro, it's kind of the fear.
It's kind of like the Democrats are gonna lose the election over this. Why do they care this much? Stop
right.
giving them money.
What are you doing, right?
What are you doing? You're ruining yourself. There's too many Muslims now here. They're voting against you. And dude, you know Biden now for the
so
third,
many
fourth
Jews
time.
are voting against too.
So many Jews don't support it.
They're like, hey,
but
at the beginning they did because it was kind of like Jews versus Muslims, or kind of like Israel versus the world a little bit, or like Palestine versus the world, however you want to look at it.
Yeah.
But now it's kind of been like, what, 40,000 people are dead?
That's crazy.
The hostages still haven't been returned. And
Yeah.
they're not even really talking. The deals aren't even really happening. All of Israel is like, what the fuck are you doing? Still just killing everyone. Bring the hostages back. What are you doing?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Netanyahu was like, we must use this momentum in this time to
Yeah.
just make a parking lot. The damage they've done, it's like, in the sense, they've won.
Ruined.
They've won in the sense of like
Like
they
they
were
could just
already
stop
had it
now.
fully controlled.
Yeah.
Like as far as like importing, exporting, resources coming in, human resources there, everything. Now it's like you don't even have homes anymore.
Yeah.
Now it's like we're gonna build you encampments or whatever. It's just
Yeah.
the level of control is crazy. And now they're like going to the south and being like, this Hamas is down here too. It's like you just want to kill everyone.
You just want
in
to
this
kill
country.
everyone.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the red heifer prophecy?
No.
I told you about it. I
This is the cow
texted
thing or
you.
something?
The cow thing. Yeah, they're gonna slaughter a cow in. It's basically like the prophecy says that if they slaughter this red cow, it's got to be a red heifer, virgin,
Wait. A virgin cow?
a virgin red cow.
So how much action are cows getting? What do you mean virgin cow? How do you know if a cow is a virgin?
It's got to be a heifer. So I think a heifer.
What the fuck
means-
is a heifer?
A heifer means a virgin. Or it means like hasn't had a child yet. Hasn't had a child. It's either
The
virgin.
pussy tight.
Pussy
tight
tight.
puss. Tight pussy. It's literally titus pussus in Latin.
Titus pussus because God wanted tight pussy.
Oh, it's a heifer.
But basically, if they sacrifice it,
Yeah.
it's gonna trigger the destruction of the Al-Aqsa Mosque. So even the guy from Hamas, who like one of the spokespeople on day 100, we can watch the clip actually. We have it lined up. But the guy
Yeah,
even
you put
said,
it up here. One second. Should I play it first or?
yeah, let's play it.
Could a Texas cow start Armageddon in the Middle East in April 2024? And what does this have to do with
That's
Israel's
this month.
war on Palestine's Gaza? On the 100-day anniversary of Israel's brutal assault
By the way,
on
let me just say,
Gaza,
whenever they have that music in the back, you believe whatever they say. It sounds like Tom Cruise getting
good.
the objectives of his mission.
Yeah.
You are to go in.
spokesman Abu Ubaida released a
Abu
video
Ubaida.
explaining the motivations behind the group's incursion into Israel on October 7th. Alongside Israel's continued occupation of Palestine, he also mentioned the bringing of red cows into the occupied Palestinian territories. Ubaida was referring to the plans of numerous right-wing Israeli groups who believe that a red cow must
Oh
be
my God,
sacrificed
crazy.
in order for the Jews to progress plans to demolish
They're gonna destroy
the
it.
Al-Aqsa Mosque and build the fabled
They're
Red
already-
Temple.
Where is it? Where's the
They're
Al-Aqsa
already
Mosque?
the
In Rafah in the
Al-Aqsa-
south?
No, it's the main temple. It's right there.
But
This
where,
is where.
where is it in Palestine? In Gaza, like is it in Rafah or whatever, like near the Egyptian border? Or?
No, I think it's near the other major temples. It's like near. They're all three
So
beside
how
each
is
other.
it
Or something.
still standing?
I don't know. They're digging underneath it too, so it could collapse at any point too. But then if they do the sacrifice, they're going to destroy this mosque. And this mosque is the mosque that Muhammad went to God from. This mosque.
Al-Aqsa Mosque.
So if they destroy this, the next
how old
part,
is it?
I think, okay, so this is what I initially thought that Muslims probably destroyed their thing first, but actually in 76 AD or whatever, the Romans destroyed the Jewish temple. There's a Jewish temple there.
Yeah.
The Romans destroyed it. 500 years later, Muhammad went to heaven from here, so they built a mosque. And so now what they're saying is they
want to destroy, put a temple back up.
They want to put their third temple back up. And once they put the third temple back up, the Messiah comes back. It's them against Muslims. And then every Muslim has to get together for this thing. You too, Brazil.
The Canadian military. It's like, you've been a reservist. It is time to go to action.
Yeah, you're like a reservist. It's like, dude.
I'm a reservist of God, brother.
But this is the mosque that he went to God with.
These fucking people, man. What are they
They're
doing?
crazy. They're crazy.
It might sound like a conspiracy theory, but hardliner Israeli group
Look at how nice he looks.
have already purchased and imported 5 red Angus heifers from Texas.
Why are they so expensive?
At a cost of $500,000. They have been grazing in a kibbutz in the occupied West Bank.
They have to be
since
perfect
2022,
and virgin.
with reports that the sacrifice is planned to take place as early as April 2024. The sacrifice of the red heifer has its roots in the Torah and the Talmud, and it is believed that the ritual is necessary to purify the Jews so that they can pray at the Al-Aqsa compound. The sacrifice will reportedly take place on a plot of land on the Mount of Olives facing the Al-Aqsa Mosque. The cow must be completely red, including its hooves, and must be around 3 years old at the time of sacrifice.
You can tell just the tags on those, the way that cow is getting on its ears is getting just every immunization, the best life. That's like a Kobe beef.
Yeah.
Like when they sacrifice it,
but in the end, they're gonna burn it on fire. Dude, they have to burn it.
The cow?
The cow has to be burned because the ashes are what purifies the cleaners. And dude, so when they dug up the Dead Sea Scrolls, they found 9 other red heifers' ashes in a jar. So they've been doing this for years. They haven't done it in 1,000 years.
What is it with a red heifer? Why? What's the specialty with that?
Redheads. You know, we just love redheads.
I mean, they're burning them.
They're burning them in the
Her
end.
name is Amber.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just some weird.
That's crazy, bro. It's just
nuts,
the amount of carnage, though, is wild to me, man.
It's wild that this could trigger World War III. I mean,
Iran looks like they're about to make a move.
It's pushing it.
And the U.S. has already been like, when Canada stopped sending missiles, Netanyahu's like,
yeah, Canada stopped sending missiles, right?
Yeah, they started sending arms, and I think he's like, the history will something at you. It's like, shut up, bro. You're doing full genocide.
History will remember what you have done.
Yeah, like on dude, Earth right now. You're the closest guy to Hitler on Earth right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're being a Hitler.
Like, it's just like every time I'm at the gym and CNN has a statement from Israel, it's always a very dark room with 2 Israel flags and the military guy right in the middle. Yeah. And he's like, these strikes on the air were a mistake. Very tragic deaths of these brave workers. We will kill everyone in Rafah. You're like, oh my God, bro.
Christ, yeah.
There's like 30, 40,000 dead. They haven't even counted the wounded because they're just killing them constantly.
I know.
And it's like the death of the aid workers is like just the level of empathy for it, which I fully feel for it because one of the guys was Canadian too. You know, he left. Yeah. He is like, you know, he left like a young daughter.
Aid workers. Aid workers is always hands off, man. You
I know.
Have to be
it's like, what are you doing? It's international,
but
they've been shitting on international law this whole time. But it's like crazy that
even the food trucks, dude. They block the food trucks. Just like Israelis will come and make like they'll do like a pop up tent. Like they'll do those those carnivals. Like they'll do
they're like immunize for free.
They'll do an inflatable like bouncy castle.
They're like, we're solving.
They'll do popcorn. And be like, you can't go in. And they won't let food into Gaza.
Oh, really?
Like that's how they bring a bunch of kids. They do a little carnival there where the truck's supposed to go through.
Are you serious?
They were supposed to get 500 trucks. Yeah, they were supposed to get 500 trucks of food a day or something like that. They were getting like 12 or 14 because these guys would get in the middle and they would just.
It's straight up war crime shit.
They're protesting, and these are just people. These aren't even paid people. These are just people like, let's help. let's help this weekend. And so we're like, let's all get together and help. The volunteers just going with their kids. They go make a bouncy castle. And the kids are playing in it. They're making popcorn. They're hanging out. They're doing a barbecue. It's like, sorry, brother.
That's so crazy.
They're so cruel, man.
That's
How could
so
you be
cruel.
so cruel? It's so cruel. You're not letting food, and they're going to starve to death. You're going to make a bunch of. They're going to be terrorists.
I know. I'm saying.
Why wouldn't you be a terrorist after that?
Now everyone left is fucking going to be radicalized, dude. Everyone left. Why wouldn't you? I would be.
Food?
Yo, if I lived through that,
yeah.
You mark my word. I'm fucking revenge till I die.
The thing is, okay.
Mark my word, bro.
Here's the thing. Even if you're not like that, when you get starved, your brain
it's not the same.
You're
anymore. Animal mode. Yeah.
You go animal mode. It's like you're ready to fight after that, and they're gonna like these people. They've destroyed Palestine, so now they're all gonna come here. There's gonna be like 10 years of terrorist attacks.
I know it's
too bad. Yeah.
Well, I was thinking about it where it's like this the world the way. The amount of Ukrainians coming to Canada, first of all, I love a shot. I love a Ukrainian because it's not just immigrants, but they're increasing the stock of immigrants in Canada. Oh, yeah. The stock of an immigrant is, it's rising because they're in that pool, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So now it's like when you think immigrants, people think, oh, Ukrainians too, and they're more humanized towards them. So like we all rise with it, right? But Palestinians will do the opposite, right? Just because of the nature of what they actually have been fucking living through.
Yeah.
But we must open the doors for them, right?
We got
because it's just like, oh no, man, these guys have only known death, so they gotta die, man. They gotta die. They gotta starve. They've only known a terrible life. We can't let them in, right?
Yeah, we can't let them in. They'll get violent with us.
But it's true where it's like a lot of people are coming. It's not just a Palestine thing, but it's like a lot of people come from very like war torn type places.
Syria too.
Yemen.
Yeah.
You know, but they come in with a fucking different look in their eye. They come in, first of all, you see it in the well under their eyes, the death they have personally known.
Yeah, they've seen it.
And it's not like hood death where it's a straight bullet. It's like fucking I went to buy meat and a bomb killed everyone killed grandma, children, everyone.
You could either go full enlightened or you're going to go terrorist. I mean, it's you can go full like, but it's a peace is gift from God.
They're like, yeah, exactly.
When my family was killed,
how can you ever like talk someone down from that ledge? Like, be like, dude, I know they killed everyone you know and dude, but like, just chill, just get disability, man. Just fucking hang out, bro. Get a part-time job, man.
Chill out,
just live your life. You're in Canada, bro. Get a shovel.
It changes you. Your brain chemistry changes.
Yeah, but it's just crazy how
some people do go enlightened though. Some people do go hard enlightened. Some people become peace activists and they're like
Mahala,
so peaceful,
whatever her name is.
So so peaceful and loving. She got shot in the head. Her name's Malala.
From Afghanistan.
Malala,
she's got crazy eyes. Yeah, but now she's fucking.
She got shot in the head, so the eyes got to be.
She's like probably takes in a nice 6 figures per talk now. I saw her on some like I was applying to some. I was hitting up some agencies for rep in the States.
Yeah,
and
they had her.
One of them was like speaking engagements. It was like Obama, Mahala, like this chick. It was I was like, oh fuck, she's a high profile. She probably just goes to Ivy League graduations and shit. But anyways,
you should make a backstory like that.
The other side.
We need backstories like that.
I was homeless for 7 years, and I faced racism every day. But like. Most people are not gonna be that. Most people are just gonna have the more realistic. But it's crazy how numbers drown away empathy. It's like we have more like to really make people understand the situation in Gaza. It's way more powerful to be like, yo, these aid workers in a car, they were coming to feed these people, and Israel airstrike their car.
On
these
purpose.
4 people.
It was such a obviously on purpose strike. Too.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh, but how many innocent casualties have been in Gaza so far? Oh, north of 30,000. But that number is like, it doesn't even hit properly, right?
Yeah.
Because it's so big now. When it was like, when there were like 4,000 people have died in a month, that almost seems worse.
Yeah.
Than now it'd be like, oh, 30,000, you know.
It's like once you're a billionaire, what's like 10 million?
Yeah, it's just
you just don't care. Like the numbers are
so high now. People are just like desensitized. Like, oh, yeah, man, war. But people, the one people go, yeah, people die. It's war. It's like, dude, they just crazy. Labeled it as war so you can stomach these deaths.
Yeah, they're crazy.
You know?
Hopefully Biden loses. Even Trump is coming out with some, like Trump has made some statements where he's talking to like some high-level Israeli guys and basically saying like, you're losing everyone, finish it up. He's like, you got to finish it up. You're losing people. Big protests, you got to finish it. You got it. Okay, I'm on your side. I'm on your side. You get to win, but you got to finish it quick now. You got to finish it. You got to be done with it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
That's what he said.
We represent the interests of these and this trillions in you. Yeah, it's all good. Just
Yeah. You're losing the world now. You're losing everyone. Finish it up.
Right?
He's basically like, but you know, even him though, it's like it's no appeal to humanity. It's like really unpopular. Like he's just like,
yeah, exactly. He's a ratings man.
He's a ratings man through and through. It's like
ratings were great.
Yeah,
January, February, but guys, it's 2.5 Men is getting better rerun numbers. I mean, guys,
I know. It's like you gotta
wrap this thing up.
Wrap it up. You gotta wrap it up.
It's almost pilot season. You know what I mean?
You're losing people.
You think he'll win this? I think he's gonna win.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Because of this, probably.
Well, every time I look, I remember earlier they're like, the state of Colorado has removed Donald Trump from the ballot. And then I'm in the gym. I never even watch news, but now that I gym, I see it. They're like, Colorado Supreme Court has re-put his name up. And I'm like, bro, he was going to win. Like, even if they took him off, because everyone else would have come out in greater numbers.
Yeah.
Just the nature of human, now that he's back, it's almost like, guys, cigarettes got banned in the state, but now they're back. People are gonna flood to buy them, right? So even Colorado is like left leaning, right?
Yeah.
So now I think it's even gonna go harder, right? Just because they put him back on the ballot.
Yeah, put him back on the ballot, dude. Biden lost 3 times now in 3 of these little, I don't know, these pre-elections, whatever. They don't allow Trump on the ballot, but he lost to undefined. Or he lost to people. There was more people voting for someone else. For Nikki Haley lost like that too. Nikki Haley lost when she lost. She was running against Trump.
She's a brown chick, right?
Nikki, yeah.
She's a brown chick who is
She's a sellout, man.
She is living the lives of so many brown girls I went to Waterloo with that are just trying to be white with all power.
I know,
drop a DNA in their fucking body. I'm surprised she didn't blonde wouldn't have been believable. I'm surprised she didn't go dark brunette. She kept it kind of like Indian hair.
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
I'm shocked that she didn't go
she's full Nikki Haley. She fucking she literally focus grouped that name.
Oh fuck yeah, she's so fake.
Nikki Haley.
She's so fake, and in the end, she lost to. What did they call it? It's like they
the placeholder for Trump.
The placeholder for Trump. They basically didn't allow Trump, and then a bunch of people voted undefined other. Yeah, so she is something like 60% went to other, and she got 8%, and she was like, "Well,
did she step out?
She stepped out
and let Biden ideally absorb those votes, kind of thing." That's kind of how it works, right?
No, she's a Republican. She's on the Republican side.
She's a Republican. Oh, dude, I thought she was fucking hilarious.
That's hilarious. Yeah, she's crazy.
That's even funnier.
She's really trying to be white.
She's
really trying to be white. She doesn't even want to be Democrat. Yeah, she's full Republican. Yeah.
Wow.
Full Republican.
That's what the U.S. will do, bro.
Yeah. No, you go over there. It's like Bobby Jindal's another guy. He converted to Christianity.
Bobby Jindal?
Bobby Jindal.
He sounds like Cincinnati top fucking realtor.
Yeah.
If it ain't a Kindle, it's Jindal.
It's a Jindal.
If she won't sell, you obviously ain't Jindal or whatever the fuck.
I remember I read a thing where he converted to Christianity and he makes his parents go to church too.
Is he a brown guy?
He's brown. He's from India. I think he's Punjabi. He's either Hindu, Punjabi, or Sikh. He converted to be in politics, and he makes his parents go to church too. And they make him say it, at these Republican talks where he's like, "I'm a Christian, and my parents are also coming to church, so don't you dare bring that here." He has to defend it.
Oh, politics.
They're such assholes, man. Why do you care if he's Christian?
Bro.
It's the devil's sport, dude.
That is the devil's sport. He's right.
Only the priest and the politician can murder and rape with impunity. They are the biggest troublemakers in society.
I think we should end on that.
They are making everyone fight.
Yeah, end it.
Yo, actually, what did you put up here?
Oh, this is another random clip.
My plan is that I will be pilot.
This is from Pakistan.
Pilot.
Yeah, it's a pilot, great!
When I will grow up, I will be army and save Pakistan.
Acha bacha. Acha bacha. Acha bacha.
I will open as much educational institution as possible and I want to be a Pakistani.
The next generation
They have a gun to their head. The crazy 100%.
Look at how he walked away, though. Look at how he walked away.
The next
Little
generation
Poindexter, huh? Oh my god, he actually looks like fucking Oppenheimer there.
This was what school was like in India, man. They had people do stuff like this.
This is how you rally everyone. This is how you create nationalism, though.
Yeah, basically,
right? From a young age. Like,
you need to fight.
How are you going to support? Which? Why not?
Yeah.
Imagine here. How are you going to empower Canada? Oh, when I grow up, I'm going to be an astronaut and go to the first of Mars for Canada. You know what I mean? Like, why not? Why not? Canada. That's why Canada has no identity. We all just come here like, oh fuck, we're not dying here. Let's just try to save money and.
But this nationalism, I mean, what does it lead to? Half of these guys are going to talk about killing India. They're not going to kill India, dude. This country's destroyed.
I know.
It's not led to anything good for them. It's mostly because of the Americans. I mean, the Americans actually put. They just recently took Imran Khan out because he wouldn't send weapons to Ukraine.
Oh, is that what? I thought he already was out.
No, he was out because they but basically what the Americans
he tried to fight it. They arrested him.
He tried to fight it, and so when the Americans, whenever a Pakistani government speaks back to America, the CIA directly calls the military chief and says, "Okay, go ahead." So it's your
guy
in. Yeah, no, the military, dude. Pakistan has been run by the military for like half of the time that it's been a country.
Oh, it's
because the Americans give them money.
It's
destroying their country. It's like the worst thing that could happen to Pakistan. It's because they're backed by the Americans.
Because money talks, bro. Same thing with Sudan and like all these. Every time there's a transfer of power, the military steps up. Anytime there's a time of peace with a good leader, the general comes and goes, nah, this guy's ruining Sudan. And it is my constitutional like fucking right and responsibility for the sake of the nation to arrest him and his family and usurp this. Like, you're like, yeah, bro, this is just Game of Thrones shit.
The biggest criminals. The priest and the politician is the biggest criminal.
Say it one more time.
The priest and the politician is the biggest criminals. Only they can murder and rape with impunity.
And that's been another episode of the last one. Yo, thanks for coming through, bro.
Thanks, baby.
Let's do it. Smoke some weed?
Yeah, sure.
That's my bro. All right, till next time. Peace.